This is where we live. Our house has a nice big front porch where we hang a swing that we enjoy. We used to hang flower pots around the edge of the roof, but after 3 years of the wrens building nests in the pots, we had to stop doing that. That's a story of a different feather for a different time. I don't want to get off topic. We normally hang the swing on the right side of the porch when the weather gets warm, but this year was different, and it is because of the porch light on the wall near the door. On May 3rd, I went out to the porch and noticed the light had become a foundation for some new construction. We never noticed the construction in progress, and it seemed as if it just appeared overnight, but it was an elaborate structure that looked like it took some time to put together. No one asked permission to build here, but it appeared that someone would be moving in, and it was quite likely that there was a family involved. A couple weeks later, it occurred to me that I could stand on the porch and hold my phone up to the nest and get a glimpse of what was happening. I learned that the new family was expecting triplets. By this time, Mama Robin was around most of the time, dutifully keeping the eggs warm. Whenever I came around, she would fly to the nearby tree and chirp. It seemed that this was her way to distract me away from the nest. It appeared these interactions caused her a lot of stress. I wondered if she had any second thoughts about her choice of building locations. I continued to take a look and found on May 23rd that eggs don't change much. May 24th, finally the blessed event. 3 little babies that only a mother could find beautiful now occupied the nest. On the second day, they are still not much to look at, but they do seem to have more feathers. It is interesting that Mama Robin continues to spend a lot of time sitting on the nest after the babies are born. The reason is likely to keep them warm. There is not a lot of insulation on these featherless birds. On the third day, I happened to find the babies awake and apparently hungry. I learned that baby birds sleep a lot. I almost never found them awake. It seems that every day, Mama Robin became more and more protective and stressed by my presence. When I would wander about the neighborhood trying to get a picture of her progeny, she would execute a flyover to try to scare me away. She would then sit nearby and chirp at me. I don't think she was interested in pleasant conversation. On this particular day, while Mama Robin was lecturing me on invasion of privacy issues, Papa Robin delivered some food to the hungry family. I don't want to leave Papa Robin out of the story. He was also involved in the process of raising a family. Here are the proud parents, Mama on the left, Papa on the right. It seems that Mama was the teacher, but frankly, they're a little hard to tell apart. One week old, and this little tyke is sticking his head out. Mama Robin has made it very clear by now that I am not allowed to approach the nest. She flits about all around me and won't allow me near. My plan to document the daily progress has to be done with a telephoto lens from at least 30 feet away, rather than up close and personal. It has now become very clear that this is not our porch, it is her porch. What were we thinking? Mama Robin has become much more aggressive. She watches for me to make sure I'm not paying an inordinate amount of attention to her and her family. If I get closer than what she considers reasonable, she will come closer for a more direct warning. Mama Robin and I have reached an agreement that we both can live with and have achieved détente. If I don't look at her or the nest, she'll let me pass. However, if I stare at the nest or point that shiny camera lens toward it, she will give a flyover to establish the chain of authority and find a perch directly over my head if possible. You can imagine what kind of reinforcement she might be considering. If the first sortie does not have the desired result, another flight is in order. This one will be closer to the head than the first. We never found out what would happen on the third mission. The youngsters seem to be amused by all of this, but maybe that's just my imagination. They grow up so fast. They're starting to test their wings. By the way, Papa Robin is still around. Here he is in the background while Mama Robin is keeping watch. Day 13, and the nest is starting to get pretty small. June 6, day 14. We noticed some activity in the morning, but by afternoon the neighborhood was very quiet. The Greshams can regain their porch, Mama Robin can finally relax, and the kids can go do whatever adolescent robins do. It's nice to have things back to normal, but we actually kind of miss our feathered friends.